Bueno, supuestamente había un demonio que nos robó los recuerdos. Por eso no nos acordamos lo que pasó en el templo. Cuando Corypheus, que hubo una explosión.
Bring forth the sacrifice.
What's going on here?
Why are you doing this? You, of all people.
Keep the sacrifice still.
Someone, help me!
What's going on here?
So Andraste didn't bestow her mark upon you. It came from the orb Corypheus used in his ritual.
Corypheus intended to rip open the veil, use the anchor to enter the Fade, and throw open the doors of the Black City. Not for the old gods, but for himself. When you disrupted his plan, the orb bestowed the anchor upon you instead.
Is that everything you wanted me to see?
For the time being. You cannot escape the lair of the nightmare until you regain all that it took from you. You have recovered some of yourself, but now it knows you are here. You must make haste. I will prepare the way ahead.
Is there a problem, Hawk?
Trying to ignore the Grey Wardens holding the Divine in that vision? Their actions led to her death.
Corypheus had clearly taken the Warden's minds. You yourself have seen them do this. In any case, we can deal with that after we escape.
Oh, I intend to.
Could that truly have been the Most Holy? Justinia was unarmed and unprepared. She could not have defended herself against the creatures of the Fade. Whether this is a kindly spirit or a demon fighting its rival for territory remains to be seen.
What about the demon? She called it the Nightmare.
Sounds like it preys on fear. Stealing people's memories. That's low, even for a demon. Memories make us what we are. A monster that takes them away. I don't want to think about that.
After its corruption of the Wardens, we'll see it pay.
Bueno, pasó de nivel y viene, a ver. Creo que Viviane ya tenía... Esto ya no le poníamos más. Ah, sí, le puedo poner la ulti. Bueno, vamos a ponerle la ulti. ¿Qué hace esto? Digamos que cura.
have a visitor. Some foolish little boy comes to steal the fear I kindly lifted from his shoulders. You should have thanked me and left your fear where it lay, forgotten. You think the pain will make you stronger. What fool filled your mind with such drivel? The only one who grows stronger from your fears is me. But you are a guest here in my home, so by all means let me return what you have forgotten.
Bueno, ya nos pilló el demonio este. Nos va a tener hablando ahora. Que tiene la voz como Corifix el demonio este. Miedo de los soñadores. ¿Qué será ahí? A ver, pará. ¿Dónde se pone esa misión? El velo. Los miedos atormentan a los soñadores. Encuentran las respuestas que calmen sus miedos para que así puedan... Encuentra otro miedo. Está bien, ya habíamos hecho uno, este es el otro.
What are those things? What is that?
Perhaps I should be afraid, facing the most powerful members of the Inquisition. What's it like living as an apostate, Vivian? Do you really think you'll reclaim your power in the Circle? At your age?
Not one word.
Claro, el demonio este sabe todos los miedos de todos. Va a tratar como de asustarla. Mierda, mis ataques no sirven para nada.
Once again, Hawk is in danger because of you, Varric. You found the red lyrium. You brought Hawk here.
Just keep talking, Smiley.
Y estos van a estar todo el día tomándose la poción porque como les cura uno de vida. Ah, este terminó.
Your Inquisitor is a fraud, Cassandra. Yet more evidence there is no Maker, that all your faith has been for naught.
Die in the void, demon.
Did you think you mattered, Hawk? Did you think anything you ever did mattered? You couldn't even save your city. How could you expect to strike down a god? Merrill is going to die, just like your family, and everyone you ever cared about.
I'm going to enjoy killing this thing.
Minor demons, little fears scurrying to serve the nightmare and feed on its scraps.
And they just happen to look like spiders.
Spiders? I see maggots crawling in filth.
This is the Fade, my dears. Demons have no originality. They pluck their shapes from your thoughts.
Wonderful.
Claro, cada uno lo ve diferente. Yo lo veo como arañas, igual que Hop, pero Cassandra ve gusano.
The nightmare is closer now. It knows you seek escape. With each moment, it grows stronger. There is not much time, Inquisitor.
We should keep moving.
Keep running!
This is the breach back in Haven. That's how I escaped.
The demon!
Keep running!
Ah! Go!
It was you. They thought it was Andraste sending me from the Fade, but it was the Divine behind me. And then she died.
Yes.
We've been following a demon, then.
For all we know, it's working with Corypheus.
If you believe that, strike me down.
The only thing that's important right now is getting out of the Fade. Whatever you are, you've helped us so far.
What we do know is that the mortal divine perished at the temple, thanks to the Grey Wardens.
Corypheus controlled them. We've discussed this already. This spirit has no further revelations. We should work on getting back to Adamant alive.
Which is filled with wardens who made blood sacrifices to raise a demon army.
I see. Atrocities are your purview alone. You tore Kirkwall apart and started the Mage Rebellion.
To protect innocent mages, not madmen drunk on blood magic. The wardens have gone mad. Or maybe they always were. Someone has to stop them.
They're a relic. The days of their usefulness have long since passed.
The Wardens are a risk. Send them away before they cause even more trouble.
I don't know what to tell you. There are a few good ones, but an awful lot of the Wardens I've known went crazy.
This debate can wait until we're out of danger.
Inquisitor.
The nightmare has found us.
Form up! I'm with you.
We must follow the spirit imitating the divine. At least for now, she is our only means to escape the Fade.
Cairn Logan McTeer, the brilliant commander. Pity the one time you tried to rule, you failed so miserably. You had to be beaten, humiliated, lest you destroy your own country. You even doomed the Wardens by bringing the Inquisitor down on them. You destroy everything you touch.
Is that all you've got? It's nothing I've not said to myself.
Carta de tarot. Es duro, Logain, buen personaje. ¿Qué es esto? Horror mascullante.
Do you think you can fight me? I am your every fear come to life. I am the veiled hand of Corypheus himself. The demon army you fear, I command it. They are bound all through me.
Ah, so if we banish you, we banish the demons. Thank you. Every fear come to life.
Dos demonios del orgullo. Bueno, no duraron nada. Ah, acá hay como una especie de juego, ¿no? Me parece. Anillo. De desgarro era. Desgarro, no sé qué hace desgarro. A ver si lo podemos ver. Creo que acá lo podemos ver. Acá. Barrera, golpear. Franquea. Acá. Un efecto de desgarro en el objetivo. El efecto dura un segundo. Desgarro usa la armadura del objetivo. Tumbar. Bueno, este la aturde. Le baja la armadura. Sí, le sacamos este porque ya acá tiene 10. Encima tiene bono de daño guardia. Porque Barrick tiene... Este que está muy bueno. Lo que tiene Barrick ya. Tumbaras tan buenos lo que tiene. Una araña sola.
Look!
Está atacando al cosa. Está atacando al espíritu ese, pero no le hace nada. Que están saliendo. Bueno, acá aparecen cada uno con su miedo, ¿no? A ver. Solas, morir solas. Cera la nada. Dorian la tentación. Cassandra impotencia. Vivienne irrelevancia. Barry se convirtió en su padre. Cole desesperación. Blackwell el mismo. Este es un gran spoiler del personaje.
It's hard to trust my footing in this place.
Nos falta uno. Ah, la recompensa. Ah, ya está entonces. Ya está. Falta la recompensa. Ya, ahí no. Nos quedaban cositas, ¿eh?
Make it take you!
I guess things just float whenever they feel like it here. Wonder what's up there. Or maybe it's best we never find out.
must get through the rift, Inquisitor. Get through, and then slam it closed with all your strength. That will banish the army of demons and exile this cursed creature to the farthest reaches of the Fade.
Ah, ese es el regalo. Sí, creo que está acá. Esencia de no sé qué, a ver. De la perfección. Esta. Sí, pero no dice acá lo que hace. Bueno. No, lo que hace eso es que cuando lo pones, fabricas un arma o armadura, lo pones en el zócalo de obra maestra y tiene un 100% de probabilidad de mejorarte los atributos.
The rift. We're almost there.
Great, Hawk. Why not just dare the old gods to try and stop you?
Ahí está la criatura esa, ¿no? Como una araña.
If you would, please tell Liliana. I am sorry. I failed you too.
Bueno, este es un nuevo demonio que es el que después aparece en el de Belgar está también.
You cannot stand against me.
Vamos a joder.
You will die in agony. You are nothing. I grow fat on your fear.
Que no duró nada.
We need to clear a path! Go! I'll cover you. No, you were right. The
Warden's made this mistake. A warden must...
A warden must help them rebuild. That's your job. Corypheus is mine.
Bueno, esto sí me cuesta. Antes, como estaba el otro guardia, creo que ni lo conocemos, lo mandaba. Ya tenemos o mandamos a Hack o a Logain. Joder, boludo. Nunca lo dejé a Hack. Vamos a dejarlo porque Logain también lo banco.
Orc, say goodbye to Varric for me. Spider. Always the maker does.
Without the nightmare, Corypheus loses both his warden mages and his demon army. But in the eyes of your soldiers, their Inquisitor broke the spell with the power of the Maker.
Once they understand what really happened.
No, sometimes the soldiers need the legend. I learned that from Marek too many years ago.
Inquisitor, the Archdemon flew off as soon as you disappeared. The Venatori Magister is unconscious but alive. Cullen thought you might wish to deal with him yourself. As for the Wardens, those who weren't corrupted helped us fight the demons. We stand ready to help make up for Clorel's tragic mistake.
Where's Hawk? Where's Hawk? Hawk sacrificed his life to save us and strike a decisive blow against Corypheus. Well?
Varric,
He gave his life, not because he'd sworn an oath or been marked as special, but because someone had to do it.
Logain, you're the senior surviving Grey Warden. What do we do now?
¿Qué hacemos que se...? Yo les había dicho que se unen.
You stay and do whatever you can to help. Loghain believes that the Wardens are worth saving, and I trust him. You're still vulnerable to Corypheus, and possibly his Venatori, but there are plenty of demons that need killing.
After all that, you give them yet another chance?
Are you flinging these fools at demons now, my dear? Couldn't you just use rocks?
While they do, I'll report to the Wardens at Weishaupt. Corypheus won't catch us off guard again.
Thank you, your worship. We will not fail you.
You have the makings of a great army, Inquisitor. Use it well.
Loghain sent me one final report. He's on his way to Weishaupt. As for the Grey Wardens, they are fighting demons and Red Templars while staying clear of Venatori. You dealt Corypheus a significant blow, Inquisitor.
The Grey Wardens carry respect in other nations. If we spread word that the Inquisition has their support...
We may gain standing with nations that have suffered under the Blight. I will take the matter to Josephine. You took an army from Corypheus, but that will matter little if Orlais falls into chaos. All arrangements have been made for the ball in Halam Shiral. Let us know when you are ready to proceed.
Remind me what we know about the plot against Selene.
The Venatori are planning some kind of attack on the Imperial Court. Corypheus may even be fueling the conflict between the Empress and her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard. If we warn Selene, she may prove a most valuable ally against Corypheus.
I'll go as soon as I am able.
Good. Cullen, Josephine and I will discuss the best way to gain an audience with the Empress. Speak with us when you are ready. What was she like? Divine Justinia, or her soul, or the spirit that took her form. I read your report. I know it isn't clear, but...
She refused to say anything outright. I could have used more direct answers and fewer journeys of self-discovery.
She made a lot of people feel that way.
She did ask me to tell you something, though. She said, "I'm sorry. I failed you too."
Oh. I should finish this before it slips my mind. Perhaps later we might discuss the matter further. Thank you.
Bueno, ahora tenemos que hablar con todos, preparar todo. Este para Blackboard. Estos son todos iguales. Fábula. Bueno, esto podría reemplazar a los... Ah, mira, tenemos de estos también. Defensa a distancia, defensa mágica. Curar al matar. Dorian que tiene barrera. Blackboard tiene daño guardia. Atravesar armadura. Flanqueo, probabilidad de crítico, está bien. Visera. Desgarro al golpear. No, vamos a ponerle tumbar al golpear. Estos son más de... para toro de hierro. Estos no me interesan para nada, la verdad. Prefiero venderlos esos. Para cuando consiga los buenos. A ver, para Blackboard. Explotar con una cantidad moderada de vigor. Ah, está bugueado esta.
I set aside an entire shelf for Grey Warden lore, and so far it's not even half full. Those wardens and their secrets. Look at all these books.
A request has been made of you, Inquisitor.
What is your...
I am able to pursue my duties with optimal efficiency, thanks to Yes.
I'm told you gave the Grey Wardens another chance, Inquisitor. Would I have done the same, I wonder? Forgiveness can be difficult. I hope the Order values what you've done and gives you no reason to regret it.
I trust everything is well with the mages.
Most are pleased with the Alliance, even if we wonder what will happen next.
I'll leave...
What's on your mind?
I should go.
¿Tendrá algo para decir? Bueno, solas puede ser.
Inquisitor.
We'll talk later.
No, nada. A ver, Warwick. Nunca lo había hecho.
Now this is a hall worthy of the Inquisition.
Ah, y ahora ya está todo óptimo. Tengo que cambiar eso. Ahora ya digamos que el lugar está todo, ya no hay más refacción. Ahora podría ir por la zona donde antes no podía ir.
Did I ever tell you about the time Hawk was on a Merchant Guild hit list? Hawk's uncle got into an investment scheme with a couple of merchant caste businessmen. They took a lot of people's coin in order to arrange the import of wandering hills from the Anderfells. A delicacy, I'm told. Their weird foreign foodstuffs arrived alive, and one of them, true to its name, wandered off in the middle of the night. Shit. The guild traced the shipments to Hawk's uncle, but as usual, he was so far in debt he couldn't see daylight. So they went after Hawk instead. They sent guys from the local carter to Hawk's estate one night. 5 big dusters, armed to the teeth. They kicked in the door and Hawk was just standing there, fully armed, with me and the guard captain on either side. Nobody even said a word. The poor sods just looked at Hawk, looked at the captain, and dropped their weapons. They never came back. Hawk just had that effect on people. I always wanted to tell that one. Thanks. I guess I've got some letters to write. I should tell Merrill the news. Excuse me.
Claro, me olvidé de Merry. Se quedó viuda.
Sorry, I really need to write some letters. Another time, all right?
Stone Matt, Inquisitor.
Do you have insight into the...
Tell you what, who better, right? A good dwarven...
Bueno. Vamos acá.
We've an interesting development, Inquisitor. A petition from citizens of Val Royal. They wish to know what Andraste said to you in the Fade.
They think she spoke to me.
Even Leliana can't trace the rumor's origin. It may be expedient to respond to those asking for Andraste's words.
It's not Andraste who saved me.
Few people outside Skyhold know it was Divine Justinia who delivered you from the Fade. You could attempt to tell Val Royal citizens the truth, though it may not be as inspiring as they hope.
Interesting.
Tell them the Inquisition's position is that the Divine saved me from the Fade, not Andraste.
Very well. Some of the devout will be discouraged, but it will placate the Chantry. A pleasure.
How do you stay so civil with everyone, Josephine?
Bonds of circumstance among the nobility are fickle. Civility is the only constant everyone admires. And I do deplore rudeness in those who know better.
Does it even become a strain sometimes?
Well, it can be trying. There is no shortage of self-regard among the nobility. The game can be wearying, discouraging, and extremely baneful. But honestly, I'd miss meeting people. I've made the most fascinating friends.
One good thing about becoming Inquisitor has been meeting so many different people.
I'm pleased. I imagine we appear a strange bunch to those outside our circle. Mages, Templars, Seekers, and an apostate elf are not often found working in harmony. Or at all.
What do the people make of us?
There's scarcely a noble house that hasn't openly pledged its support to us.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
Ban Vigard of Ferelden is visiting. An honor, to be sure. Please show no alarm if you hear shouting in his quarters at night.
Shouting?
His lordship spent a half a year with his lands under siege by Darkspawn during the Ferelden Blight. His wife informs me the band still sleeps rather poorly. A pleasure.
What do the people make of us?
There's scarcely a noble house that hasn't opened...
Any
None in particular.
Bueno, ahora aparecieron un montón de cosas de operaciones.
Any news on why Corypheus is sending people to explore elven ruins of all things?
No, I suspect he keeps the reason secret, even from his inner circle. see what we have. Our soldiers handled themselves well in Adamant.
We've come a long way since Haven. I fear there's still a ways to go, but we're prepared. All right.
Perfecto. Me vinieron los 3 perfectos. Justo. Uno para cada uno. Bueno, ahora podría hablar con la gente. Igual tendré que salir y volver. Porque, por ejemplo, Barry ahora no quiere hablar. Voy a vender las cosas. Ah, encima tenemos cosas acá, ¿no? Sello de lidio. No está mal. Los otros sí los veo. Igual el que me gusta es el que te duplica el mana. No, este no me interesa. Concentración. Ah, este lo vendo todo.
Know what it was like. The colors, the smells, the magic. I'm sorry, it's just so exciting. You went into the Fade. If you have time, Inquisitor, do tell.
You seemed excited that I fell into the Fade at Adamant.
Excited? Spring gets me excited. This is a wonder. It's probably hard to relate, but dwarves don't dream. So I can't even guess what it's like. I can't even understand what dreams are. But you were there, and came back. Can I take a sample?
A sample?
Oh, that sounded sinister. I meant, can I cut a little piece off of you and do things to it? That didn't sound better, did it?
You'll have a full report of everything I saw. Will that do?
It's a start. I'm sorry, it's just... This is exciting. It all is. Your people cleaned you up after your fall. I wonder if anything is left. So much to think about. Mind your step for things, Inquisitor.
Dagna, show me what...
Here's how it goes. Bring me the rib.
Where's mine? What can I get you?
I'll be back.
Ah, acá. Tengo que ver el... Ah, esto también, a ver. Pará. Esta creo que ya estaba. Tónico ataque poderoso también. Este también. Fuego antigano. Aria vándala. Vamos a cultivar ese. Imperio de Tevinter. Acá no tenemos lamentablemente. Imperio de Tevinter. Imperio de Tevinter. Imperio de Tevinter. Ahí está esa. Acá. Decoración. Para blasones. Blasones. Decoración. Trono. Tampoco está el Imperio de Tevinter. De grado de Feder. Le dejé el de mago. Y las ventanas. Ahorita no, por aquí tampoco. No. Ahora se va a ver más como el Imperio de Inter. Es con las estatuas estas. Bueno, vamos a juzgar acá. Creo que era el mago de acceso occidental.
Adamant's influence continues, your worship. I submit Lord Livius Erimond of Virantium, who remains loyal to Corypheus. We found him alive, offering extreme resistance, likely because the Order will ask for his head. In more colorful terms. To say nothing of justice you might personally require for what was suffered in the Fade.
Many places felt the pain of Adamant. You will answer for a great deal.
I recognize none of this proceeding. You have no authority to judge me.
On the contrary, many officials have communicated that they will defer to the Inquisitor on this matter.
Because they fear not just Corypheus, but Tevinter, rightful ruler of every piece of ground you trod in your pathetic life. I serve the living God. Bring down your blades and free me from the physical. Glory awaits me.
Espera que voy a buscar. No me acuerdo cómo se llamaba, a ver. ¿Cómo se llamaba este tío? Entregarle a los guardas. Morir por mi espada. Creo que se llama Dedrick, me parece, ¿eh? Morirá por mi espada. Exilio. No, ese no es entonces. Ah, este, Erimon. A ver. Bueno, digamos que acá las decisiones no tienen gran importancia, lo que sí va a tener que ver con la aprobación y desaprobación de los compañeros. Vamos a ver. Lo que pasa es que si lo quiero convertir en tranquilo, pero voy a tener mucha desaprobación ahí. Se lo damos a los guardas.
Although willing, there is a group you have wronged more than any. Lord Livius Erimond of Arantium. The Wardens can have you. Let them take your head, if they want it.
Their petty justice or yours, it matters not. Truth lies in the next world.
Y tenemos que juzgar. Ah, no, el mago, es verdad. El mago del acceso occidental creo que ya lo jugué. Y este, a ver, hay otro más.
Another of the lingering pains of adamant, your worship. Sir Ruth is a senior warden of the Order. She was one of the many who slit the throat of another to bind a demon. She does not contest this. In fact, she surrendered to us. She requests no mercy. She wants the public justice of the headman's axe.
You were free to rejoin your comrades, and yet you present yourself here.
There is no excuse for my actions. I murdered another of the Order. That blood marks me more than the Blight ever could.
Accepting their actions while thralls of Corypheus, many treaties allow wardens any extreme if it opposes the Blight.
I can't do it. I can't use the greater good to justify my crimes, as if it would create a future I could be a part of. It is wrong that this broke me. I've done worse with full sanction. I can do nothing except be an example of the cost.
Bueno, esta chica... si la enviamos a las profundidades, va a haber nos desbloquea una operación en la mesa de guerra. La que menos daño hace es mandarla a las profundidades.
You feel your life is over. There's a place for such wardens. Sir Ruth, you'll go to the deep roads. Your death may be as quick as you choose.
This sends no message. This is just an end.
Ahí está la nueva operación. Bueno, ya hablé con los que estaba ahí. Vamos a hablar con Viviane.
Off to another crisis, my dear. It has taken its toll on you.
Oh.
Of course. Oh, darling, you look terrible.
No tiene... Bueno, ahora podemos venir acá. Esta puerta creo que es la misma. Y acá hay otro mural también. Nos falta uno. Tiene un par de habitaciones, está bueno. Y la monja no está.
There is a problem that needs your attention, Inquisitor. Inquisitor.
What is your...
We are groaning with
Nos dio una operación. Bueno, vamos a agarrar todo esto. Y voy a poner la que me falta, que es Aria Vántala, algo así. ¿Dónde estará ese? Acá este. Nos falta este. La monja, ¿dónde está? Acá.
Inquisitor, the soldiers say you banished the demons at Adamant and freed the Grey Warden mages. I understand from Sister Liliana that the truth is somewhat more complex, but no less extraordinary. She said that you spoke with a figure in the Fade that seemed to be the soul of divine Justinia. I suspect many of the faithful would like to know what Justinia told you.
It wasn't Justinia, just a spirit imitating her. Whatever she said is irrelevant.
Those who have been cast down, the demons who would be gods, began to whisper to men from their tombs within the earth. And the men of Tevinter heard, and raised altars to the pretender gods once more. A verse from the Canticle of Threnodies, reminding us quite wisely to avoid the whispers of demons. Now, is there anything I can help you with?
Can you tell me how our people had...
What would you like to know? Until... Your worship.
We don't have the strength of truth. Sorry, I really...
Bueno, vamos a ver a... Otra vez a Liliana. A ver si ahora... podemos hablar.
Inquisitor, I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yes? The explosion at Haven, the Fade, escaping the breach. In your report, you said Justinia was with you. But only you emerged in the end. Why? Why were you the only survivor?
It was her or me. I'm sorry.
I see. Thank you for being honest with me, Inquisitor. Her message to me. I failed you too. I'm not sure I understand what that means. Did you say anything else? Anything at all? Please, if you remember.
Wait. You don't know what she meant either.
There are no answers in the Fate. Only illusions. A warped mirror. Justinia has never failed me. I was her left hand. Now she's dead. I failed her. I expected the hero Ferelden to be at Adamant, but he was not with the other wardens. He studied the Blight after killing the Archdemon, and may know something that could help us. If you like, I can have agents look for him.
That sounds like a wise choice.
I'll make preparations in the war room. Now, was there anything else?
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment.
I'll leave you to your work.
So Varric knew where the champion was all along. That's the last time we sent Cassandra to interrogate.
Anything I should know?
I've nothing to report at the moment. I didn't get the chance to say so earlier, but welcome back to Skyhold. After that terrible journey through the Fade, it must feel good to stand on solid ground again, no?
I'm thankful to be back. No one should enter the Fade.
And you've done it twice now. Shall I count you fortunate or unfortunate?
I'll leave you to...
I'm listening.
¿Qué pasó?
Inquisitor, if you're looking for the commander, he's gone to speak with Seeker Pentagast.
Bueno, vamos a ver si está acá. El señor ese que hace preguntas. No, no está. No sé cuándo aparece. No sé si aparece después que hacemos... A ver, acá lo puedo encontrar. Hay una guía. No, dice que aparece. Bueno, yo hasta ahora no lo vi. ¿Y dónde está Blackboard? Joder, ahora. Ah, acá.
Someone I knew once described Adamant to me. Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver. That's what Warden Commander Chlorel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be. I'm told her wardens never wavered. They went to their deaths willingly. They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
We stopped him. We saved most of the Wardens.
But not all of them, and they died thinking they were doing something good. There's no one to blame but Corypheus. Even Chlorel's intentions were righteous. Her desire to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
Don't think of what went wrong. Think of their intentions, their sacrifice. Honor their selflessness.
Chlorel made mistakes, but she was a great woman. And she died a great woman. It's not the armor or the trappings of the Order. It's not the joining. At the heart of it, all a Warden is a promise. To protect others, even at the cost of your own life. Yes? What do you... I just know that you could shake this world to its foundation.
Inquisition?
How are you?
Oversupplied. Never thought a man...
Stop following me.
I haven't taken a step.
I wonder what it is that gives Grey Wardens their legendary skill and stamina. I should like to study one. Would that fine fellow I've seen in your company consent to a careful examination? A word to the wise. When all else fails, excuse the smells in the infirmary. Someone spilled their guts not an hour ago. Literally. Come for a bloodletting? Come for a bloodletting?
Hey,
What's been going...
they've done a lot with this place. I'm impressed.
Welcome. That's all that came. I'm sorry.
Tell your quartermaster boss it was a special order.
I did, I'm just saying what you did.
I know that.
Este no lo había escuchado.
Inquisitor,
What's the current...
Hope in the face of reality.
What's the...
I hear the Arishak was replaced by the Arishak, but he better watch out. In the shadows, the Arishak.
Commander Cullen did good work at Adamant. Breached those walls like he'd done it a dozen times. Nice job with the demons, by the way.
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the charges?
You sealed the main rift at Adamant, but the fortress is still a mess. Demons, Darkspawn, making nerves what? I could take Rocky out there with some of the boys. They know how to bring down walls. We can't close rifts, but we can bury the bastards under a ton of rubble.
We'll talk later.
Inquisitor?
Can you think of any...
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any...
Again. Come on! This is why the Qun doesn't like women fighting. I should have asked Cullen.
Good one.
Perhaps you can take over.
Qunari training exercise to master your fear. I heard about the nightmare at Adamant. Sounded big.
Can you explain why I'm supposed to hit you with this stick?
Probably, if I try. It'd involve a lot of Qunari words, though. Just hit me with the stick, all right? I need to get over this demon crap.
All right.
There
we go. Oh, yeah. Damn demon. Who's stuck in the fade, huh?
You fought in that siege. Every demon at Adamant wanted to tear you in half.
I bet, you demon assholes. And who killed you? That's right. Iron fucking Bull! I needed that. Thanks, boss.
¿Te gusta el palo?
Anytime.
Me sacó de la cantina, justo que estaba la canción. Ah, este ya la conocemos, a ver. Faltan 2.
You're doing good work, boss. I like how this Inquisition is coming. Next time you're free, why don't you come grab a drink? I'll introduce you to the Chargers.
Can you tell me more about Saharan?
It was a damn ugly place. Only getting uglier when I left. Between the Fog Warriors, the Talva Shoth, my people, and the Vince. You were lucky to go a day without blood. What do you want to know?
What were the Fog Warriors like?
They were the worst of the rebels. They trained for stealth attacks. They made this fog. I never saw any mages, so I figured it was alchemy, not magic. They were almost invisible in it. I'd be on patrol in the market square. The fog would roll in, and before I knew it, half my squad dead without a sound.
It almost sounds like you admire them.
They didn't use poison. They didn't hurt civilians, and they were damn good fighters. You have to respect that. Plus, they hit the Vince as hard as they hit us. Hearing some terrified Magister scream, "My slaves! Where are my slaves?" in the fog always put a smile on my face.
Tell me about the Talva Shoth.
When Canary can't handle the fighting in Saharan or lose faith in the Qun, they go rogue. They flee into the wilderness and turn into bandits, attacking everyone. They're vicious, savage. You look at them and you can see why my people needed the Qun to stay civilized.
Isn't that what you did, though?
Hey, when I burned out, I didn't go rogue. I reported in and went where the Ben Hasrath sent me. I'm doing my job, serving the Qun out here. I'm not some bandit. I am nothing like them.
Tell me about the Tevinter people you fought.
The Vince sent forces to Saharan every autumn. Guess they didn't like the summer heat. We had some good fights on the beaches, standing in knee-high water foaming red with blood, ships on fire around us. The cities were worse. Free bit of advice. Don't let the Inquisition forces get suckered into urban combat.
Why do you hate Tevinter forces so much? What makes them so bad?
It's not their armies. It's their spies. They bloodied Saharan year-round, killing loyalists, supporting rebels. Alam had no city administrator. Nobody would accept the position. The last 4 who held it died inside a year. Trying to conquer a country is one thing. Making it so nobody can live there, that just screws everyone.
What are things like for the natives of Saharan?
I remember one guy. He made these things, fish wrapped in thin bread. Nice guy. Talked to him every morning. So, one time I'm asking about his bad back, and I see he's nervous, trying to tell me something with his eyes. Next thing I know, his assistants draw knives and come at my team. The rebels had forced him to poison my food.
And then?
I'd seen how nervous he was, so I hadn't eaten anything. A couple of my guys weren't so lucky. We killed the rebels. I lost 2 men to the poison, another to knife wounds. My friend who made the fish wraps died with a knife in his throat. Close quarters fight. He was caught in the middle. That is what things are like for the natives of Sahara.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss. Hey, that elven redhead who makes the buns in the kitchen. Is she available? Because I'm getting signals.
You said we should go get some drinks and meet your company.
Yeah, come on. It'll be fun. Ah, good. We're not drinking alone. How you doing, creme de la creme?
Your worship. I'm so glad he has someone new to hit with that joke.
Do you prefer Creme or Cremisius?
Crem's faster. The chief's nicknames usually end up sticking.
Hey, when I was growing up, my name was just this series of numbers. We all give each other nicknames under the Qun.
They ever wear shirts under the Qun, Chief? Or do they just run around binding their breasts like that?
It's a harness, creme.
Yes, for your pillowy man bosoms. Let me know if you need help binding. You could really chisel something out of that overstuffed look.
Wait, are you? I didn't realize.
You didn't? Well, great. Now we can all talk about it.
In Kunadar, creme would be an Akunathak. That's what we call someone born one gender but living like another.
And Kunari don't treat those Akun people any differently than a real man.
They are real men, just like you are.
Maybe your people aren't so bad after all.
Don't get your hopes up, creme. We still come down hard on the back talk. Anyway, here's the rest of the charges, or what's left of the rest. A lot of them went looking for stronger drinks. We've got Rocky and Skinner there, and over there are Stitches, Dalish, and Grim. Crazy bunch of assholes, but they're mine.
Were you born on the surface, or are you from Orzammar?
Orzammar. I got exiled. Stupid noble crap. Also, I accidentally blew up a bit of the shape rate.
Rocky's one of our best sappers. He can take down enemy fortifications faster than a golem.
I'm also working on my own version of Kunari black powder. I've almost got it.
Yeah, you really don't.
Why aren't you with your clan?
Our keeper thought I should see the world a little.
Dalish don't have Templars, so they can't have too many mages in a clan at once.
Now, sir, you know I'm not a mage. That'd make me an apostate.
You carry a staff, Dalish.
It's a bow.
A bow with a giant glowing crystal at the tip?
Yes, it's for aiming. Old elven trick you wouldn't understand.
I take it you're the company healer.
Yes, first time I ever picked up a sword was when the Blight hit Ferelden. Never put it back down.
He makes a potion that'll put you right back on your feet after even the toughest fight. It tastes terrible, though.
That's because it's a poultice, sir. You're not supposed to drink it.
So, how do you join the charges?
Killed some people.
Skinner didn't take kindly to nobles testing their new swords on the elves in her alienage.
Bull took me in. Now I get paid to kill shams.
This is actually really good behavior for her. She's not marking her territory or anything.
Grim, is it?
Grim doesn't talk much. I'm pretty sure he's the lost king of some small country, or chieftain. Something like that.
You really take in anyone, don't you?
Anyone who can carry their weight in a fight.
And who can put up with your bullshit, Chief?
Man can beat the chargers, cause what hits you where it hurts. Unless you know what's happened with loose cards and looser skirts. For every bloody battlefield will gladly raise a cup. No matter what tomorrow holds, our horns be pointing up.
Thanks for coming by, boss. Glad you could meet some of my team. Man, those serving girls are frisky.
I'd like to hear more about the charges.
Always happy to talk about my guys. What do you want to know?
How did you start the group?
It's easy to make a name for yourself as a merc when you're a head taller than most folks. I spent a year or two working for Fisher's Bleeders, but their captain was crap. Figured I could do better. The best folks in the Bleeders agreed with me, so we split off.
I imagine Fisher disagreed.
He came at me. I snapped his sword in half, and we talked things out over drinks.
What are the craziest jobs you've ever taken?
Besides this one, there's a lot of violence between the nobles here, but that's standard work. The fun stuff is when they party. They always want to impress each other, and that means getting something shiny. We've hunted wyverns, fought through caves to find some old magical crap. Even went giant baiting once.
What's giant baiting?
So this old guy, Comte Van Chess, has some kind of a pageant planned. But he needs a giant, which is off in some damn cave. He's got some kind of rare charm to control the giant, but no way he's going into that cave himself. So we go in, kill some spiders, find the giant, and wake it up. It attacks us because, of course, it does. And we let the big bastard chase us outside where Van Chess is waiting.
That was actually your plan? To let a giant chase you?
Yeah, we had to stay out of reach, but close enough that it wouldn't give up. It was tricky. Good news is the giants are slow. Long as my guys ahead could clear out the spiders, we were fine. Bad news is the giant spiderwebs slow you down a bit more than you think.
But at least Comte Van Chess got his giant for the pageant.
Turned out that charm was a phony. Giant ate the poor guy alive. It's okay, though. We still got paid.
You have people from plenty of different backgrounds in your group.
Yes, well, when you're in Orlais and you look like me, you can't be picky about who you take in. A lot of them got turned away from other companies that didn't want a knife here, or a crazy dwarf. Their loss. You get my back in a fight and carry your own weight, you're good with me.
I'd like to know more about Krem.
He's a good soldier, and a better second in command. The troops need someone to complain to when I'm being a hard-ass. He's good for that.
You don't have a problem with him being from Tevinter?
Nah.
But you hate the Vince?
Sure, but he's not a Vint. He's just Krem. I can get worked up about a group or a nation just fine, but people, it's too much work to hate them one by one.
You don't have any problems with him being a woman?
He's not a woman. Look, I've got horns. You can shoot fire out of your ass. We're probably not the best people to go around deciding what's normal. Krem's a good man. I don't give a nug's ass that it's a little harder for him to piss standing up.
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss. Hey, boss. How are you?
See you later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Your worship?
I wanted to talk about you, if that's all right.
You know, I'm from Tevinter. Wasn't a slave, but even citizens have it rough if they're not mages. I was a soldier, but women joined the ranks under a different program. When they found out I was passing, it got ugly. I ran, met Bull near the border, and ended up here. Not a life I'd wish on everyone, but it'll do.
You said you left Tevinter when they discovered your secret.
Women are allowed to serve, but only in certain ranks and disciplines. I was up for promotion, but the healer I'd bribed to sign off on my physical had to tend to a sick magister. When the replacement healer saw what was or wasn't in my paths, he made threats. It was slavery or death, so I knocked him out and ran.
I'm surprised you escaped from the Tevinter Imperium so easily.
It's not like I lived in Minrathas. I was in Trevis, not far from the Navarran border. It helped that I was being chased as a deserter, not a runaway slave. Slave hunters only get paid for what they catch. They're efficient bastards.
It's against the law to pass as a man.
It's a crime to lie on an imperial application for service. Would have been a heavy fine or slavery. For 10 silvers, the healer said he'd tell the tribune I was sick in the head. Some pity for the mad little girl. That was when I hit him. I'd served for a few years. I was good at hitting.
What's Tevinter like for a citizen? Someone who isn't a slave or a mage?
I'm of the Separati, citizens who aren't mages. Mages are in charge and everyone knows it. But a wealthy merchant can have an easy life. At the low end, people just try to stay out of slavery. My father was a tailor. I joined the army after the Imperial slaves drove him under.
How did slaves drive your family out of business?
My father made shirts, aprons, that kind of thing. Nothing fancy. One of the magisters had a pet project to prevent the poor from dying of cold in the winter. Nice, right? He had Imperial slaves making simple peasant clothes and selling them for almost nothing. That magister's nice idea put out slave-made clothes at prices my father couldn't match.
Who'd buy goods made by slaves, knowing they'd be hurting a citizen's business?
People with enough money for a new shirt or a loaf of bread, but not both. My father sold himself into slavery. He's one of the Servus Publicus, the Imperium-owned slaves now.
Why did you decide to live as a man?
I didn't decide anything. I've been like this my whole life. My parents wanted me to marry up. They tried to find me a nice merchant's son. Every day, put on a dress, look into my father's shaving mirror, and just hate myself.
If you had the chance to use magic, would you change all the way?
What? No. I don't want any magic like that within 10 yards of my body. When I was younger. I don't know. Everyone has silly dreams. In Tevinter, dreams like that get you killed. Bull helped me make a good life. Nice armor and a well-placed sock, and I'm happy.
How did your family react when you started?
My mother wanted to throw me out. She said if I didn't marry well, I was dooming the family to slavery. She was happy to take the money I set as a soldier, though. Not that it mattered in the end. My father. When I was little, he'd angle his mirror down so I could pretend to shave, just like him. He never said anything, but I think he knew.
We'll talk later.
Your worship?
Can you think of any other tasks suitable for the charges?
Nothing jumps out at me. If I come up with any ideas, I'll let you know.
Esta no sé si la hice, la de acá. Pero parece que no me da charla.
That's why.
Heard what went on in that Fade thing? What you think went on? Can't even start to believe that business.
I think a lot of people are having trouble with what went on there.
People going on about visions and piss when real people are gone. Dead, probably. Hawk, yeah? Lost a champion. And in trade, a busted down bunch of wardens. And they're always weird. Usually, bad stuff happens first, so you're glad when the hero shows up. But wardens are the wrong way round. They're the good thing that means a bad thing is about to happen. Like in Denerim, when the Blight ended.
A lot happened in Denerim. What did you see?
People talked a lot about this one warden. There was a big fight and they died, or... I don't know. Maybe they didn't.
The hero of Ferelden? You forget the hero of Ferelden.
That was ages ago. 10 years. I was playing with small painted boxes and burying stuff I stole. I remember more people cringing about magic than Blight. Wardens were an excuse for your stuff to go missing. Blackwall's nice, though. Different from the adamant ones. Need more like him. You have a problem. That, over there, is a full tavern. But everyone's drinking alone. They're all up their own arses about the Inquisition. I can't have fun with everybody whinging, and they'll fall on their swords before Corypheus can push them. I'm thinking pranks. Set a few up, knock a few down. You win or not?
I'm the Inquisitor. You know, the leader.
Right, they'll never suspect you. What, titles are only for getting away with bad stuff? Let's do something fun. Come on.
Lead the way.
What, really?
Really?
I knew you were different. Let's go. Right, general uptight is gone. Have a search about. Find something to mess with. And give your... What, the desk? Oh, yes. Center of the Empire and all that. What to do, what to do.
All right, Sarah. What do you want to do?
Thing looks heavy. Don't want to move or break it. I got it. Easy one. Just a slip of something under here. There, won't notice much, but it's just that little bit wonky. He's so in control that'll piss him royally. I tell one of the soldiers and boom, the general seems like people. And since he works for you, you seem like people. Come on, next one. Right, little lady prissy pants. Have a look for something she likes too much. What, just the door? Where she greets every important idiot. Yes!
Well, Sarah, what do you have in mind?
Get a bucket. Classic, yeah? 5 minutes of sloppy boss gets you weeks of happy kitchen staff. Except for the one who cleans it up, I suppose. But whatever. Next stop.
Le hace una broma a todos los consejeros.
What's that? A locked... No, leave that. Not interested in her hidden things. Not for just a bit of fun. Maybe feed her messengers something gassy? No, bears don't pop. But they flap and...
Who is up there?
Go!
That was fun. An inquisitor of the people, still remembering you're one of them. If all they got was the herald stuff, the serious bit, you'd start to sound pretty scary. That works, but not for long.
I think you're off the mark. By a lot.
Oh, probably. But it works on me and everyone I know, so I'm right. Same reason everyone else thinks they're right. It's all bull, so pick the advice you like, I guess. Anyway, fun time, Inquisitor. You! Oh, frig. You did it!
Enchanters, the time has come to be alive in the circle of moonshine where we will thrive with our brothers. Enchanters revive, the time will not unwind.
Love seeing you, yeah?
Are things playing out the way you
Cassandra laid it out, right? Praying's nice.
No. But you like demons. I enjoy the company of spirits, yes, which is part of why I do not abuse them with bindings. It isn't abuse if I ask. Not always true. Also, I do not practice blood magic, which renders this entire conversation academic. He won't bind me. He's a mage and he likes demons, but he won't help.
Why would you want Solus to bind you?
So I'm safe. If Solus won't do the ritual to bind me, someone else could. Will. Like the Warden Mages. And then... I'm not me anymore. Walls around what I want. Blocking, bleeding, making me a monster.
A mage using blood magic could conceivably do that to any one of us. Human or demon.
You should ask Solus to bind you too. And then someone can bind him.
We'll find a way to keep you safe without binding you, Cole.
I have a suggestion, if Cole is ready to listen. I recall stories of amulets used by Ravani's seers to protect spirits they summoned from rival mages. A spirit, wearing an amulet of the Unbound, was immune to blood magic and binding. It should protect Cole as well. The resources of the Inquisition could be used to find such a talisman.
Good. They will not take me.
Looks like he can slit your throat. Not think twice.
You are that good a judge of character?
It started out helping, taking the fear away. I won't take too much. I am not that.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably. A breath-caught smile from the enchanter as the candle lights. The walls are safe. She will never be hungry again.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably. It wasn't from a flower. He wrote it in the snow.
I'll talk to you later.
Probably. It's made from people.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know? Ships launch on changing winds. Dizzy sometimes, like the top of the stairs, but sometimes like dancing.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know? He was dead the whole time. He didn't know.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know? I'm here.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
Ese no me acuerdo si la teníamos. Ah, mira. Ah, pero un cacho,
The stronghold lives on and the army's reborn. Compelled to forge on, what will we become? Can you be forgiven when the cold grave has come? Or will you have won, or will battle rage on? Oh, Grey Warden, what have you done? The oath you have taken is old but broken. All is undone. Demons have come to destroy this peace we have had for so long. Ally your foe, Maker only knows. Ally or foe, the Maker only knows. The stronghold lives on and the army's reborn. Compelled to forge on, what will we become? Can you be forgiven when the cold grave has come? Or will you have won, or will battle rage on? Oh, Grey Warden, what have you done? The oath you have taken is old but broken. All is undone. Ash in the sun, cast into darkness the light we had won. Ally or foe, Maker only knows. Ally or foe, the Maker only knows. The stronghold lives on and the army's reborn. Compelled to forge on, what will we become? Can you be forgiven when the cold grave
A ver. Esa ya la tenemos, ¿verdad? Ah. Bueno, hay que hablar con... Nos queda Cassandra. Que está con Cullen, supuestamente.
Writing does not come naturally to me, as I'm certain you can imagine.
Let me guess, you're composing a love poem.
I couldn't, not even if my life depended on it.
It's not that hard.
Yes, it is. Poetry takes finesse. It takes grace.
You think you don't have those things?
Historians will one day ask what happened at Adamant Fortress, in the Fade. I was there. I saw it with my own eyes. It must be recorded.
That's an excellent idea, Cassandra.
I certainly thought so, until I started writing. I still don't know what to say about the spirit of the divine. I saw her there, heard her voice, yet I cannot claim with certainty it was really her. The chantry teaches us that the souls of the dead pass through the Fade, so it could have been her, yet even so.
Do you really think it might have been her? A ghost?
A ghost. A remnant of her hopes and memories. Her lingering will to do good. Those things are all possible. Nobody knows for certain what happens after we die. A spirit could have assumed her form, but why? It helped you, as Justinia herself would have.
Perhaps it doesn't matter what she really was then.
It matters to me, to what I must write. I must interpret what I saw, yet I am no priest, no philosopher. I am a warrior.
I don't know the truth any more than you do.
Sadly, unanswered questions make for poor reading. When I realized we were physically in the Fade, I was terrified, almost beyond reason. The last time such a thing happened, we created Darkspawn. We created Corypheus. The world needs to know the truth this time. No more legends lost to the ages.
Y acá que nos marca, ¿por qué un signo de admiración?
You asked for my opinion, and I've given it. Why would you expect it to change?
I expect you to keep your word. It's relentless. I can't...
You give yourself too little credit.
If I'm unable to fulfill what vows I kept, then nothing good has come of this. Would you rather save face than admit... We will speak of this later.
And people say I'm stubborn. This is ridiculous. Cullen told you that he's no longer taking lyrium.
Yes, and I respect his decision.
As do I. Not that he's willing to listen. Cullen has asked that I recommend a replacement for him. I refused. It's not necessary. Besides, it would destroy him. He's come so far.
Why didn't he come to me?
We had an agreement long before you joined us. As a Seeker, I could evaluate the dangers.
Is there anything we can do to change his mind?
If anyone could, it's you. Mages have made their suffering known, but Templars never have. They are bound to the Order, mind and soul, with someone always holding their lyrium leash. Cullen has a chance to break that leash, to prove to himself, and anyone who would follow suit, that it's possible. He can do this. I knew that when we met in Kirkwall. Talk to him. Decide if now is the time.
Bueno, era eso. Lo que pasa es que cuando salimos se activó. Pero porque entramos... No entré normal, entré con Cassandra.
Yes?
I have some more.
Why am I not surprised?
Tell me about...
I would prefer not to... Do you need something?
Do you have any advice?
Now that the Grey Warden threat is dealt with, we must investigate the assassination plot. One can only hope it's not too late. More chaos in Olay only helps Corypheus.
Do you have any advice for me?
Watch the new recruits. Lilianus' spies are inevitable, and I agree.
Do you have any advice for me?
We must root out the Red Templars. They form the bulk of Corypheus' forces.
Do you have any advice for me?
We must keep an eye on the College of Clerics. The moment they elect a divine, things could change quickly.
Do you have any advice for me?
We must guard Skyhold carefully. There is no telling when Corypheus will next attack.
Do you have any advice for me?
You know what you need to do, Inquisitor.
¿Estará Logain? No creo. Vamos a ver. Bueno, nos queda hablar con Cullen otra vez. Ir a la mesa de guerra. No, no está más. Este libro que quedó bugueado.
Maker's breath. I didn't hear you enter. Forgive me.
Cullen, if you need to talk...
You don't have... I never meant for this to interfere.
Are you going to be all right?
Yes. I don't know. You asked what happened to Ferelden's Circle. It was taken over by abominations. The Templars, my friends, were slaughtered. I was tortured. They tried to break my mind, and I... How can you be the same person after that? Still, I wanted to serve. They sent me to Kirkwall. I trusted my Knight Commander, and for what? Her fear of mages ended in madness. Kirkwall's Circle fell. Innocent people died in the streets. Can't you see why I want nothing to do with that life?
Of course I can.
Don't. You should be questioning what I've done. I thought this would be better. That I would regain some control over my life, but these thoughts won't leave me. How many lives depend on our success? I swore myself to this cause. I will not give less to the Inquisition than I did to Chantry. I should be taking it. I should be taking it.
Está pasando gente por ahí atrás. ¿Qué es esto? Yo creo que le había puesto que no que no que no tome más.
You give enough, Cullen. I'm not asking you for more. The Inquisition can be your chance to start over. If you want it to be.
I don't know if that's possible.
It is.
All right. I need a moment. Could we speak another time? I need a moment. Could we speak another time?
Bueno, habrá que salir y entrar de nuevo para viajar a otra área. O creo que cargando la partida también. Es como que si hubiera hecho un viaje. Si no, lo podría hacer ahora el viaje. Yo que sé, vamos acá que este carga rápido. Vuelvo. Vamos a y voy a la mesa de guerra. Creo que hay dos que terminaron. Hay uno que no terminó todavía. Ah, esta es una misión que tenemos que ir. ¿Se habrá habilitado esta área? Bueno. Ah, no, acá. Y este es un DLC. Bueno, ahora volvemos. Igual hablaría con todos de vuelta. Por las dos. Yo para mí, no sé por qué arrancamos acá. Tenemos que empezar allá, acá al lado del trono tendremos que empezar. Mira,
Inquisitor.
después tenemos que hablar con Barry. Sí, hay uno que todavía está. Dos horas.
What happened in Adamant is a shame. I'm still reeling over the army of demons. Imagine what would have happened if the Inquisitor hadn't arrived.
Pasa que esta es una que dura poco, a ver. Vamos a ver alguna que dure.
With rifts contained in the area, we can send in smaller groups to offer relief.
I agree. Are you well?
A headache, nothing more.
At your service.
Inquisitor,